We will provide a safe space, no judgment, really safe space, so your nervous system comes to a healthier version of itself. So then the things that you need to transform, they come up. Okay, so we will really have the support so you can explore yourself and this authenticity.
I think 1 + 1 is 11, not 2. Because, and then especially when you have a great combination that is helping each other with, what they can do more and infuse something. And then I think you also both have, you're looking from the business corporate side, you're looking from the wellness side, and
we both resonate with what is balance. Because as she said before, life is not only the physical. Life is not only material or is only spiritual. Life is everything. So how to find that balance? And we came up with this name. And then we did the 3 brands around Blissful Balance, the 3 aspects of what we offer. I'm from Venezuela and she's from Egypt.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's actually, we find a lot of similarities, and also we complement each other in so many ways. So being from Latin culture, I learn and I see the world in a certain way. In a beautiful place called Ephesus, which is like a small Greek ancient city inside Turkey. And this retreat is about finding the authenticity, the authentic you, okay? So because in Dubai, in UAE, but everywhere right now, we kind of feel lost in the roles that we're playing.
Right.
So we know who we are as daughters, as the mom, as a business owner, as the employee. But sometimes we lose touch with who we really are.
Absolutely.
Like when we were kids, we knew that so well, but then we start to be conditioned, and then we lose touch with it.
I've always been a sporty person. I loved going to the gym, I do CrossFit, I do all sorts of training, so that was my passion back then. So I always felt like there is much more you can do for yourself to be happy and to find your center, basically.
Hi everyone. So let's talk about the 4 leadership traits. The most important leadership traits that we all must try to understand and try to know the background of it is extremely important. You don't need to be a leader only in terms of a managerial or an entrepreneurial position. It can be when you're in a relationship, when you need to take charge, when you are organizing something, when you're in any kind of relationship. These 4 precise aspects are so important, and let's go over them one by one. The first one is to be confident, and it's to be self-aware, and it's about being humble at the same time. This is a beautiful balance that one must aspire to achieve. When you are confident, by that you mean that you are self-aware, you have full wisdom, knowledge, and capabilities and techniques, and the entire canvas of information is running in your blood and veins, which is why you're confident. But it doesn't mean that you're egoistic or you're proud. At the same time, you're humble and you're welcoming to learn, grow, and learn knowledge. And also, when you as a leader are on a team and you need to have your people who are with you, you need to be empathetic. So this is very important. In order to be very confident and be fully aligned is the perfect way to bring your people to your level and to understand them, help you achieve your dreams. So the most important aspect, number 1, is confidence, but at the same time being humble. The second most important aspect of leadership is being responsible to empower everyone around you. This is, again, you need a big heart for this. You know, so many people are in authoritative position where they do not share any of their secret sauces or any of their learned techniques, and they keep them in this learned helplessness, which makes them give up, or it somehow negatively helps them feel bigger when they do not empower others. So a real true leader is someone who is going to bring the best of you. He's going to feel responsible that while you are in his presence and under his supervision, you are receiving. And this is how 1 + 1 makes 11. Now, coming to the third is how to be a real motivating force. Now, in order to be a real motivating force and to help people feel motivated with you to achieve the same goals, you need to understand where they're coming from. You also need to set clear expectations of what is required from them while they are working for you, and it prevents any kind of future disagreements. And if there is some kind of situation, it can easily be resolved by having continuous feedback from them. So that is very important in this third element of helping everyone feel motivated and helping them with always being encouraged and on the same wavelength. Now let's come to the fourth and the last part of the main aspect of leadership, and that is having a real partnership. If you look at the different paradigms of leadership, the worst and the last is the dysfunctional, where everyone is just listening to the authority, kind of a military setting, which doesn't go in today's time. This other one is being compatible. Compatible is just being known that you are in a place, but you're all independent units, which doesn't really work. The third way is the collaborative way. The collaborative way is the interdependent way, where you are moving with each other together towards the same goal. And the last most important is the synergistic partnership. That is the best form of leadership, where you have fireworks, where you have vibrational frequencies aligning so profoundly that you are achieving higher than your expected goals. So I hope that this was an interesting highlight on the different kinds of leadership traits and what must possess. I'm going to share down the links below where you can get more information, and there's an entire workshop session, which is around 45 minutes of recording. So this was just a trailer, and I hope to see you next time, and thank you so much.
Hi everyone, and I'm super excited today to have two wonderful guests with me, and they are the founders for the Blissful Balance Retreat. And today I have beautiful guests. We have Shereen and we have Katherine. Hi, how are you girls?
Yeah, very good.
I am absolutely in love with the exotic locations that you are taking your team, and tell me, how did your journey start?
Well, it's basically a dream that came true. We met around 3 years ago, and we both had a vision that we want to bring a community of like-minded people who believe in holistic health, who want to have a connection with themselves and with others, and be able to also explore beautiful places in the world. So just sharing this vision together, it became so clear to us that with both our efforts combined, we can make it happen. So yeah.
Beautiful. And Katherine, share your side.
Yes, when the first time we spoke about, we both wanted to do retreats, and we both love to be in retreats, so we combine our passions. We love traveling, we love healing, we love inner work, so it made sense to create this, plus the community that is created, that is beyond us. But every time we do a retreat, the community that is created is something that we are passionate about. So, yeah.
You know, I'm just feeling the energy of like this sisterhood, safe community, beautiful, relaxing retreats. So, what were your backgrounds? How did you both connect with each other? I know you've been in Dubai for a long time. So, how did the journey start? Were you always in this line of work? How did it begin?
Okay, for me it began like 6-7 years ago. I always felt connected to spirituality and also to physical health. I was a personal trainer, I was working as a personal trainer, but then something was missing. Something like my emotion, I didn't know how to manage them. I felt a lot, but I was rejecting all the feelings. It was too much for me, so I started to dig into studying the human mind, the human emotions. So I started with coaching and bio-neuromotion, then Reiki healing. So now I combine a lot of tools to heal or to promote healing in a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual way. So that's my background. I have also family constellations, which is a powerful therapy. And yeah, I promote healing towards everything that worked for me in the past.
Amazing. Yeah. And what about you, Shereen?
I come from a corporate background, so I'm a lawyer by profession, and I moved to Dubai in 2016 to work in a company. I've always been a sporty person. I loved going to the gym, I do CrossFit, I do all sorts of training, so that was my passion back then. So I always felt like there is much more you can do for yourself to be happy and to find your center, basically, and live a healthier life than just to be living for work your entire day, you know. So I have to admit, like, for some time I got really deviated into the work pattern, and it wasn't until COVID that really the change for me happened. It was a big shift in energy. I started to become more connected with holistic well-being. I did a holistic health coaching certification during this time, and it really opened my eyes to how the body, mind, and soul are all affected, and they are all integrated in a human being, you know. So I started to do the work from then. I also love working with horses.
Wow, that's something very unique. I know this, but this is something phenomenal.
Yeah, no, for me it's the most amazing thing. I love horses. I love being around them, and after COVID, I managed to really reconnect again with horses. And I found my passion into also something called horse-guided empowerment, where I'm a facilitator for that. So this is where I combine my passion for health and holistic well-being, while in the same time also bringing my corporate expertise into play. So I do corporate leadership workshops as well with the horses. And soon we'll also be integrating it into our retreats and having retreats with horses again under Blissful Balance.
How does the last part that you said with the horses, the corporate, can you give us a background?
So it's a leadership workshop where we bring a team together, whether it's a team of leaders and executives in a company or a whole team with their different levels that want to work on their communication and would like to have a team building activity in order to really connect together in a more like peaceful and tranquil environment, you know, surrounded by nature. So we do different sort of activities. First, speaking with each person on like what is their understanding of leadership. How do they like to show up as leaders, and how would they connect with that, you know. And then we do the exercises with the horses where they can actually embody that leader that they aspire to be and lead the horse into a certain target, a certain goal, working together as a team as well, where one leads the horse and one follows, and you build the trust with the sort of activities that we do. And as a combined team, they also set a goal, and they set like an obstacle course where they need to guide the horse and lead it from one point to another in order to overcome obstacles that they will face in their life. So there is so many ways that you can experience this, and it's really one of those magical things that you can only understand when you truly experience it. So I love this work.
So Katherine, tell us about, you want to share about this beautiful retreat, which is the next upcoming retreat.
Yes.
What does it encompass, and what are the features that the guests will be receiving from this, workshop?
Yes, so the next one is in April. It's in Turkey, in a beautiful place called Ephesus, which is like a small Greek ancient city inside Turkey. And this retreat is about finding the authenticity, the authentic you, okay? So because in Dubai, in UAE, but everywhere right now, we kind of feel lost in the roles that we are playing.
Right.
So we know who we are as daughters, as the mom, as a business owner, as the employee, but sometimes we lose touch with who we really are.
Absolutely.
You know? Like when we were kids, we knew that so well, but then we start to be conditioned, and then we lose touch with it. So this retreat is especially for finding that way back to yourself, to who you really are, to differentiate what is conditioning the roles that you're playing in society, and what is really you. Okay, so we provide tools, especially to balance the body, mind, and the soul. Okay, so we'll be doing yoga, meditations, conscious fitness, also to move your body, not because the teacher says so, but how your body really wants to move in that moment. So we do also static dance, how your body wants to dance in a certain moment, and not because the facilitator says so, but so we help in that connection back to yourself. Then we will do family constellations to promote the healing. And what family constellations does is it goes to the transgenerational patterns or blockages. So when did it start, certain patterns that you are repeating that doesn't allow you to be authentic anymore. So we connect with that wisdom, and then we also provide tools like emotional release, or the limiting beliefs, all these things. So after the retreat, you are always with a lot of tools to keep in that authenticity. We will also have some times for free time for people to just really be relaxed, and then we will do hikes and going around the city.
Beautiful. How many days is this retreat, continuing this elaboration, and how do you both what are your specializations?
So it's from the 25th of April until the 1st of May. And we work together in bringing the whole program and this vision together. So Kat, as a therapist, she does a lot of the workshops and the learnings and leading the family constellation sessions. And I help in managing the whole program, making sure we're on top of all the logistics, everything is going smoothly, and organizing the back end of the retreat.
Something that really I want to know is, what is like you have done so many retreats, what is the reaction and the feedback of your, team, and how do they feel before and after this beautiful, version of so many different things?
No, I mean, we had one last summer in Spain. That was magical. We had 8 women with us, and just speaking with them like months after the retreat, it was in June last year, and a lot of changes have happened actually into their lives, which we feel very happy of. Like one person wasn't really into doing any physical movement at all. She felt very discouraged and unmotivated. And since the retreat, she started incorporating a more healthier lifestyle into her life to make sure that she creates this balance within between her body, mind, and soul, which is what we preach about. And also during our retreat here in UAE in Al-Quwain, we had people who really connected with each other. They found people that they resonated with on a much deeper level, and this just creates a sense of belonging, where people find that they are not alone, that the struggles that they are going through into their lives are also shared by other people who are like just as beautiful. Everyone is beautiful in their own way, and despite of the struggles they go through, they can still find that moment to take for themselves. And just having a safe environment and a safe platform where they can share that together is very special. It's and this is for me what is the most rewarding, creating this community and connecting people together who can really feel like safe to be able to communicate, to speak, to express how they truly feel, and not feel judged for it.
This is something so much missing, and especially in Dubai, where you and we all are, mostly alone by ourselves, and we are also trying to find people that we can connect with. And I think your platform is a beautiful, welcoming place where they can do so many things in a holistic way. Connect, can self-heal, learn.
Yes.
And I wanted to know, I love the place that you both are coming from. You're bringing also beautiful cultures, and is that also a fusion? Like you're from...
I'm from Venezuela and she's from Egypt.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's actually, we find a lot of similarities, and also we complement each other in so many ways. So being from Latin culture, I learn and I see the world in a certain way, with some parts connect with what she sees very well, some other parts are opposite, so we kind of, like, I feel
complement.
Yes, we complement each other, and everything that we are creating, we have this complement. So I really something nice.
Yes,
it's much better than, or much richer than when you do things alone. When you
absolutely
have this.
I think 1 + 1 is 11, not 2, because, and then especially when you have a great combination that is helping each other with what they can do more and infuse something, and then I think you also both have, you're looking from the business corporate side, you're looking from the wellness side, and
wellness is a passion for both of us for sure, but bringing the business side into it just creates a foundation where we can scale and we grow, and really, like, we have a vision to grow as a business, and it's beautiful to be able to plant the seeds in UAE here and share it together. So
yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So what other destinations, because I'm seeing that you're choosing beautiful locations, how does that come about? Where do you decide what your next getaway is?
Well,
we do have a few options. There is one in particular that I'm very excited about, because this would be our first retreat with horses together. And it will be in Africa. I will not say exactly where yet, but this one is hopefully our next one after Turkey.
Beautiful.
And we're also looking at other locations in the Far East as well.
Yeah.
We are also planning to do a combination of international and local, so people here can also enjoy, and we like to collaborate with other wellness centers that are being here in UAE. We don't need to travel too far to find them.
Right.
So we are doing that combination as well.
I think also now that there is a awareness in the sense that people are burnout, being in the corporate or in the UAE. It's a busy life, and then I think collaboration, working together, and then getting the best of different is just the beauty of the whole thing. And why leave the people of UAE miss out on any of the adventure, and them to get the environment of what beautiful holistic services you're providing.
Of course, there are so many beautiful locations here in country where we would be very happy to host retreats, and it's something that we are adamant on doing for sure. We also love to bring people from here to share an experience and travel together, because also traveling is our passion. So there's a lot of people who just like to travel in groups and not necessarily with the busy lives that we have here, that you always have your friends ready to go like this,
Absolutely.
So to have a retreat where it brings people of like-minded people who share also similar passions, to be able to just go on a journey together, even if they start off not knowing each other, they surely end up being really good friends afterwards.
I don't know if you are aware, but many mothers, they have not experienced traveling alone. For them it's a very unique experience, and it's, I think, a very important aspect that they should endeavor in.
Yeah, definitely.
We had in UAE we had a few mothers who joined us, and they were just very happy to be taking the weekend away for themselves. So definitely we do encourage that.
Yeah, and especially this thematic of authenticity, finding yourself back to you, is also aimed for mothers, because motherhood is something that takes you a lot of time and energy, and you give everything to your children, but there is a point where maybe they are already teenager or they are out of the house, and then you're back to yourself, and you don't know who you are anymore without the role of being a mom.
Absolutely.
So for all these mothers, is really what we get, and the feedback that we got is that, wow, thank God I came, because it showed me something that I didn't know it was there inside me. So
we're actually grateful for their feedback, because it was an inspiration to us for our upcoming retreat now, how to return to yourself without those labels of motherhood, without the label of your employment status. So all these things are very unique.
Absolutely.
We forget.
We forget, and also, they are not finding the right platform where they can, because again, it's very difficult to enjoy a trip alone. You need the right like-minded people, and most importantly, you're getting this beautiful opportunity to also explore.
Of course.
yes.
So what is, if you can tell me some of the modalities that are part of your program? Like you said, you have Reiki.
Yes.
You have
We have family constellations, we have workshops, so theoretical, where we explain things so people with knowledge they can dip into. And then we have practical workshops, also creative, because one of the things that we want to support is the creative process, again, to connect with yourself. Also, we have meditations and yoga, breath work. We all combine. Each retreat has its own particularity, let's say, detail. So yeah, it depends on the retreat, but in general, is this a workshop, a theoretical workshop, practical and healing modalities, usually in group sessions.
Right.
Okay, And this is amazing for both people that are more introvert or extroverts, because you get to have time alone and really find that connection with yourself, but in a group setting. So you get the mix and the balance of both being with other people, but also being with yourself. And this is something particularly I really love about retreats. Yeah.
Yes. And what is, can you do you also have somebody else to facilitate?
So one of the things that we really enjoy is to collaborate with other facilitators and experts in their fields, and we find this brings so much value into the experience, and also it makes each retreat unique by itself, because it is obviously impacted by those collaborators that we're engaging with. So for our upcoming retreat in Turkey, we have a guest yoga teacher, Isa Galba. She's from Brazil. She's a performer actually in La Pearl, and she's a certified yoga teacher, and we're very happy that she'll be joining us in the next one. So this is for me one of the unique opportunities that we have, is to make sure that we have this openness to collaborate and to encourage each other, because
absolutely
you never know, as a teacher sometimes you really want to host a retreat, but you don't find the right team to work with. So to have this as a platform, it makes us very happy to be working.
Is it only women?
No, so the upcoming retreat is open for both men and women, and in Blissful Balance, our value is diversity and inclusion. So we do not specifically limit our retreats to women only. We're happy to.
I think I'm just enjoying this entire, beautiful session project that you have made come into life. Also tell us, do you have any other plans? Do you want to diversify? Is it also something else you have in mind, that the Blissful Balance Retreat? How did the name also tell me? It's beautiful.
The name is brainstorm and putting all the values together. Like we sat so many times to brainstorm to what is our value as persons, then as a company together, and then we each have our own. She works with the horses, so we created this part of Blissful Balance that is with the horses. I go with the holistic healing, and then the retreat. So we have these three aspects of blissful balance, and we both resonate with what is balance, because as she said before, life is not only the physical, life is not only material or is only spiritual, life is everything. So how to find that balance, and we came up with this name, and then we did the three brands around Blissful Balance, the three aspects of what we offer. And in the future, something that we are our vision is to eventually have also a retreat venue for other people to host the retreats, and for our own retreats as well, and also academies, so people can learn more about themselves and things that we usually don't learn easily out there. So a holistic academy for people to learn.
Absolutely.
And back to the name, really the name was born from the vision. So when we brainstorm, at the end everything brings us back to this body, mind and soul balance. So this is where, if you create this into your life, because it's not something that you find, it's something that you can create from within. And with this balance you can have such a blissful life and find peace and be empowered and be more authentic. So the word blissful balance just was like the perfect combination of all this coming together.
Yes.
So,
It's a beautiful personification of peace, calmness, and because we all spend so much money on so many things that really doesn't really directly, bring that joy. But this is something so essential. I feel everyone must go on this journey and try to dive deep into what they can do and better themselves. So what else do you want to... I wanted to ask about the... I had some of people telling me that, once they came back from this retreat, they were able to make this decision. Or, maybe they are in two ways of and not able to have the courage. Does your retreat have you ever had these stories when they felt so much aligned with themselves that they were able to make that bold move that was stopping them for so many years?
Definitely. We had a few, especially after the Spain retreats, because it was longer. The feedback that we had from people is that, I've been postponing this in my project for so many years, and then finally, I came back from the retreat and without much difficulty, because sometimes we want to do something but it's so difficult because we have so many limiting beliefs and resistance. After the retreats, they were able to really proceed and work in easily, okay? Other things that we also get as feedback is with the relationships. Their relationships have changed because their perception changed. So during the retreat, you are able to see things clearly and as yourself, not with all the conditionings and not for who this person is telling you here and there, but what you really think and what you really feel. So this perception, when you go back home, you are really a new person because your perception is different. So that makes you react differently in your relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What we discuss in our retreats is basically how your mind is your limitation. So whatever obstacles and limiting beliefs that you have it can be all in your mind, but once you have the clarity and the empowerment to be able to overcome this, you can sometimes see that things are much easier than you think it was, or that you feel more encouraged or at peace to make a certain decision that was so difficult for you for so many reasons that were holding you back, but it just clicks that they don't become as a big burden anymore, and you can actually overcome them easily. So that's one of the things that we talk about in our retreats, how the mind can be your prison sometimes, and how you can liberate yourself by just changing your perspective, and how manifestation can help you in creating the life that you aspire to have. And just with this power of manifestation and really connecting with that essence
Absolutely.
of what you truly want for yourself, you can create it.
I loved what you said, that it's all the barrier is the mind. And do you both find yourself different now from when you dived into this world?
Definitely. So many things have changed for sure. Like all the limiting beliefs you've had, all the conditioning, whether it was societal or just out of expectation. So all those things that hold you back in life, and they just don't seem to really matter anymore in that sense. When you reach a place where you want more for yourself than what you thought you could have, and just by believing in that and believing that you can have the life that you wish to have, you can really step into it and make it happen.
It's possible.
So it happened for me, and I'm very grateful for it.
How did it happen? Just a small example. do you think now you are more open to, doing what you wanted, and there's nothing like stopping?
Yeah, for sure. There are so many things that, like, whether it's actually going into the wellness world, hosting the retreats, aspects of my personal life. Many things were limited before, but when I believe that I have the right to live the life, to do the things that I really want to do, I just stepped into it, and things flow. When you're aligned with truly what you believe is for you and what you really want for yourself, the universe just flows.
Absolutely.
And everything can be possible.
So, Katherine, there is something that you would like to also share about your personal experience? Yeah.
Yes, for me, the big transformation, especially in the emotional part, because back then, I used to feel always so inadequate. I didn't fit anywhere in the world, and especially this world that is so fast-paced. For people that with like more slow-paced things, it's more difficult to fit. So I always felt that I was behind, or there was something wrong with what I am feeling. Then I realized that it's just I didn't know how to manage my emotions, and it was not so difficult after you learn the right tools. Even what she said before, transforming your life is about the limiting beliefs. But back then, I used to believe that it was so difficult to change one belief. Actually, when you learn the right tools, it's not that difficult. You just need to do the work. But when you know, for me, what liberated me a lot is to seek the knowledge, the right knowledge, to be able to, it's not that difficult to feel the emotions after they are released. And it's not that difficult to change the beliefs. And then right now, before, my success looked like if I was a robot. I didn't feel anything that for me was being successful. You know that? Now I see that many people would want that, but everything gets stored. The emotions, when you repress it, they don't disappear. They get here, and eventually they become either disease or blockages or whatever. So I learned how to manage my emotions and how to feel them properly so they are released. They are just a passenger, but they don't stay with me.
Yes.
Exactly. So when you are healed, you don't really have that much blockages when you're trying to achieve your goal.
Right, so, and you don't get triggered, like you're emotionally regulated.
Exactly.
Exactly. You can still get triggered, but what I would like to invite people to do is to be curious about those triggers. Like when they get triggered, to ask themselves why. Why did this action, why did this person trigger me? And to just go within themselves and connect with the root cause of that emotion from within them. Because the answers are all inside you. You just need to be curious enough to be able to find out.
Yes. And sometimes this hesitation not to heal just causes you a lifetime. And you are in a miserable state. And I feel everything with success, happiness, health has to do with your inner alignment.
100%. Yes.
So tell us about the audience if they would like to know about how they can get in touch with you and want to sign up for your retreat. And once again, what are the offerings that you're providing, and what are your social links? Yes.
Yes.
So on Instagram, we're Blissful Balance Retreat. So they can go on the page and they will find the Linktree booking form there. And all the information is there. It's a 7 days retreat, 25th of April to 1st of May. And each day starts with a meditation. Then we move into a conscious movement, yoga practice. And we have breakfast, free time, and then we start with workshops. Each day has a different theme with a different workshop. some are theoretical, some are creative, some have some movement. And we also have a day dedicated to go and explore and visit the beautiful ancient city and just connect with the culture of the place where we will be. So it's all there on our Instagram, and they can book directly from the link there.
Yes.
The contact number is also there in case they want to ask us something privately. Our email is there.
And we'll also have it here in the podcast under the links. Okay. Yeah. Nice. And do you want to, Katherine, share like what is it that they're going to experience? How is it going to change their, perspective?
Yes. So definitely we will provide a safe space, no judgment, really safe space. So your nervous system comes to a healthier version of itself. So then the things that you need to transform, they come up. Okay, so we will really have the support so you can explore yourself and this authenticity. So the main goal is to find that way back to yourself, find the authenticity. Before you come the retreat, you were struggling with being stuck in roles or not being able to be yourself because you have guilt, because you have shame, because you have fear. So we will explore all these emotions to just release them in a safe environment, and then when you're back, all the transformation will be mostly for you to feel yourself again. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Beautiful. I think that both of you are doing a phenomenal job where you are bringing something so beautiful, something so much needed for everyone to experience, not once but every year in their life. Because if out of 365 days, if you are preserving this for you and to better be at your future and be more renewed, like your batteries have charged.
Yes,
definitely.
It's like a reset, so you can go and live your life in a more balanced way and more authentic. Like we embrace authenticity, so you are you.
Yes.
Because otherwise, when we have all these roles, we lose a lot of energy trying to maintain the roles, and it becomes like a burden.
Yes.
But when we are free of those roles, we are ourselves. All the energy can be to create the life that we want.
Yeah, you cannot continue to give and never just take the time to connect with yourself, have a pause and reflect back on how do you want to show up for others and for yourself, first of all. So it's very important to take this time and just enjoy.
Yes.
To try to look back and like, what is it that I enjoy doing in my life? What is fun for me? What I love to do, instead of just complying with all the requests that come in, whether from work or from family or from friends or from...
Yes.
So, yeah.
Such thought-provoking things that one must get in touch with these two beautiful girls. I think I'm so excited and I'm so happy that we did this podcast, and there is so much insight in this episode where everyone can listen to their inner voice. And please connect with Blissful Balance Retreat. And thank you so much, Shereen and Katherine, for doing this beautiful podcast. And I'm sure everyone is looking forward to getting know more and more about you both. And so we'll have all the links below on this podcast, and have a nice, beautiful day. And we'll be joining you next time with another enticing guest. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. We really love being here.
My pleasure. Really. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.